Welcome back. Getting kids out of the house and away from screens can be a challenge, but maybe luring them with horses, photography, shooting sports, and more will help. Jess Burns of the OSU Extension office has how you can make that happen. Maybe not a horse, maybe a cow.
Maybe a cow.
Maybe a cow. Now, I was thinking of a name. We got to think of a name. You said depending on which classroom you're in, the kids get to name the cow.
Yes. So we are actually going into a classroom on Friday.
Okay.
We're going to do Discovering Dairy. But on Sunday, we're going to have our open house. So I'll have livestock kids. And some of them have been on your show with their rabbits and chickens. We'll also have our horse youth, our shooting sports youth, kids interested in sewing or robotics. It's really a great time to learn what 4-H is about.
It's all about. And I think we really kind of go straight to the animals with 4-H sometimes, especially when we're talking about fair season and when we see the kids come in and what they've learned about the animals. And that is a huge part of it.
It is.
But it's not all there is to do in 4-H.
All. We do a lot of career readiness in 4-H where we're doing their interviewing skills. We're working on public speaking skills so they can come on things like your show. And we really work to make sure that we're making the best better right here in Lucas County.
They have been fantastic, by the way. So the programming really is helping these young people. I'm looking at some books you brought with you here. Quilting. So you guys do things like quilting.
We do. We have a whole line of sewing books. So what happens is a youth joins 4-H and they log into our system after picking a club that they'd like to join. And then they have over 200 of these books that they can choose from. Gardening, natural resources, sewing, you name it.
Whatever they might be interested in.
And then they work on this booklet. There's activities inside. And then that's when fair comes into play.
Okay.
So they take their booklet and their poster that they've made and they interview with a judge. So always working on those leadership skills, those public speaking skills, and they get to display what they've learned.
Yeah, and then you get to go to the fair and you get to see their quilting projects or their gardening projects or the different things and of course the animals that they've worked on. So what can people expect with the open house on Sunday? What are they just going to kind of walk in and look around, or what can they expect from the experience?
Well, they can first expect the beautiful Toledo Botanical Garden. That's where we're located at, our office and our open house. And each club will have a booth with information on when they meet, what part of the county they meet in, and what they offer. I like to tell people that clubs are kind of like shoes. You know, you might love a certain type of shoe, but it might not fit your foot right. So let's find the club that fits your family. So like I said, we have livestock, shooting sports, community clubs. So they'll learn all of that. We'll do a little bit of line dancing because a 4-H event is not a 4-H event without line dancing.
Oh, hey, how fun.
And then we'll have a hot chocolate bar because we know it's a little chilly out there. And we want to make sure that people can have a warm cup of hot chocolate on their way out the door.
So which age range of kids are we talking about here?
Kindergarten through 12th grade. So our 5 to 8-year-olds are called Clover Buds. They don't start quite on these books yet. We have a whole new series with them. They'll be working with pigs this year and learning all about pigs, as well as a few other offerings we have for them. And then our 9 to 18-year-olds have these project books that they choose from, or their livestock animals.
Okay, so you can start young.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is great because you might be trying to figure something out for your kid right now. Everybody's like, oh, are they going to be into sports? Or are they going to be into dance? Or are they going to be this or that? Maybe it's something you haven't even thought about or considered.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So these projects, they're life skills they'll carry with you. If you find a 4-H alumni out there in the community, they'll tell you they remember working on their sewing project or their gardening project, and a lot of those skills they still use today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is not just for your youth. This is for your family to get involved. And we'll be talking about summer camp at the open house.
Oh,
I know.
Parents, you need to make plans for that already anyway.
It's so cold outside, and we're not thinking about jumping in the pool at summer camp right now, but we'll have some camp counselors. We did our interviews, again, those life skills. We just accepted 20 teen counselors for Lucas County.
You're already ready. I love this.
Yes.
You'll be ready to go for summertime. What can people expect in terms of time commitments? Is this sort of a self-guided program? program, or do they, hey, we meet once a week, or what is that like?
So I have various clubs. Some clubs meet about twice a month.
Okay.
Some clubs meet once a month. So that's again where your family, when you come to this open house, how often do you meet? Maybe you're a family that wants to be very, very involved. So you find some more involved clubs.
Okay.
You find some other clubs, hey, we meet once a month, we check in, we work on our projects, and that's enough for your family.
Okay.
The nice thing about 4-H is all your siblings can come. Mom and dad or your guardians don't have to find a separate thing, because once you're in the club, you can then pick a project that works for you.
There you go.
Your project is on your free time. You might bring it into your club meeting and work on it a little bit. We do have a youth that has a sewing coach, so she goes extra time outside to work on that. But it's what you want to put into it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So try some things on and see what fits. On Sunday, what time is this happening?
3:30 to 5:30.
3:30 to 5:30 at the Toledo Botanical Garden. And is this on the Elmer Drive side?
On the Elmer Drive side.
Okay,
Yep.
so make some plans to be there. What should they bring anything with them, or what do they need to know?
They can bring a notepad if they want to take notes. Most of the clubs will have flyers of information, so if they'd like to bring a folder to keep it all safe. If not, we'll have it for you.
Okay.
But we just need you to look for the the green signs, and follow us on into the botanical gardens and come with questions and enthusiasm.
Yeah, I love this, getting excited about getting into some activities, whether they're indoor, outdoor, whatever might suit your family's needs. Very good. Make plans for Sunday. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yep.